It's an aggressive pistol round out of um the demons though.
Yeah, Demon's taking all kinds of map space. Only Akin alive over on AVI on the B site.
You know,
Without
never
that
count
bomb.
out a premier player, but a 1v5 alone on the B side is not a place you want to be. And a 5 alive pistol is incredible. It's an insane start for this demon side. So we're currently on an AI observer just due to some breaks, but a full Glock save coming in from Owls. One pick and one low.
Slimy fortunate to stay alive for as long as he has.
A mid to B with no smokes doesn't typically work out well, but getting 3 off of a Glock only round is an insane start for the Owls. They should be able to get full rifles out.
So we do have our semifinal game in our premier tier. AVI Owls versus the Boo Demons. AVI's coming in as the #1 seed, Boo's 5th. They've met twice in the regular season, once on Dust 2, once on Mirage, and they did split this time.
That's an early man up, but it's taken back immediately by Goodbye with a nice trade then lower. It looks like they're setting up for a mid trade. And an instant trade out lower. But this slowdown from them and lower is gonna let Zugest move into his position near window. This 2-1 setup is strong for them. An aggressive take of early space throws away a man advantage that they didn't need to, but a good trade back from Awakened.
T's gathered in middle. The smoke's up.
50 seconds to play.
To go.
The lurk through smoke, Awakened definitely playing off of teammate info. This is gonna go one of two ways. It's either a guaranteed pick. The timing on the turn. Goodbye with an instant trade, and it's a 1v1 with 30 seconds. Bomb goes down, but 41 HP versus 100 HP is a jest. He has an idea, he gets it, and the half HP 1v1 clutch comes out big to take that third round from the Demons.
Goodbye's been one of the top-rated players in CSC all season. Definitely who you want in the 1v1.
Oh, absolutely. With a 1.27 rating over this series. He's not in a lot of clutches, though. He's typically the entry.
He's running out to B site.
And it's a free B site for the Owls. I'm curious if this will end up as a unicorn round or if they'll attempt a retake, considering money is so rough on their side. And they've called the save.
Yeah, even with the save, there's not going to be a ton of money for the rebuy on Frag, and we're going to keep that Famous and MP9 on the CT side unless Let's find Weasel gets the scout shot
An
here.
insane dink.
There. The hunt is going to
Unfortunately-
accelerate. We're going to see some action.
Awaken finds 2 with the MP9. That's an insane injection of cash for them. This is a brutal after round for the Owls. Plenty of money still after the round, but them dying there reduces their utility into this round and guarantees the lack of an op.
Yeah, not a bad hunt, but boy, that did not go their way.
It seems like they weren't ready for the full stack through CT. And this is standard long utility, a molly to delay. Philip. Sorry, excuse me. Philip falling off the angle. Some nades, and their Owls are already out of already almost out of utility. One flash, one smoke on Weasel, and that's all left. And it looks like there's going to be a mid to B smoke coming through. Call mid to B smoke, late smoke going into upper apps, or upper tons.
Flying Weasel not really wanting to look out too much farther ahead. SMG.
That's a good opening onto the site from him. Goodbye. Maybe glancing for Cat. Harvey Dent finds Philip trying to take a peek from bottom ramp. And I think this is going to end up being another save even after the massive damage that they did to the economy last round.
Yeah, Slimy was stationed in long and was looking for a gift pick, but maybe I was disciplined, and yeah, CTs are gonna try and save 3 here. Only the Deagle on bottom frag.
I'm curious if he's going to look for something a little bit more. See if he can find something as more of an exit, so that way he's not only taking a Deagle in the next. But also, AVI is kind of looking to hunt this.
Terrorists win.
$2,500. Curious if he'll bring out an MP9 into this round or not. Seems like he's gonna.
Awaken spent down right away, so yeah, it's gonna be a reinvestment on the CT side.
This round kind of decides who gets an op out. Knowing how exactly how powerful those weapons are on. Voltage finds 2 through lower, and this is just going to be an immediate acceleration onto A. Dig through the smoke. Unconfirmed damage. Woo! Good nade guarantees it. A great timing peek, baiting out the kill on Xbox. This might just end up... with a 3v3, they might end up going for this.
Yeah, they're accelerating long.
It is a full 3-man
Safe
stack through
goodbye.
long.
He was on top of it, still loses the duel.
Time running low about 90 seconds. Aiken finds 2 with the M4 from sight, and he finds all 3 on the retake. Money is broken again for the Demons.
AVI has been a T-sided team through the season.
Important,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, maybe keeping one more mid there, they might have a better like backstab attempt with 2 people running out, but
Yeah, as soon as the head's lined up for Aiken, that retake is
and an immediate first pick against pistols for Harvey Dent. Harvey walks out long and he finds 2 more.
Yeah, clean enough for the tees. And money's looking great over there. CT's scrapped enough together with that save that we'll get an op out for the first time. On the CT side.
What was the... I'm trying to find the spread of the rounds for the first time that they met each other. Because this has looked almost one-sided for the Owls.
So, if I'm remembering right, on Dust 2, Boo started T side and had like a 9-3 half. And then the second half was pretty even. Yeah, I think one of the keys to this game is just going to be keeping AVI's T side in check and not letting them do what they've done for 5 of the first 7 rounds and just run them over. The AVI is too good of a team to be trying to climb out of a hole against.
Yeah, the AVI definitely seems like they're a momentum team based on their previous games that they've played this year. If you allow them to get rolling, it turns into an avalanche that's almost impossible to stop.
Yeah, I think they led Premier in T round win percentage. When they are on, their first kills are doing really, really good.
Seems like we have technical difficulties going on at the moment, though.
I always wanted the screen from The Simpsons with technical difficulties where it's got the cameraman that's completely drunk.
Yeah, like the yeah, I know. I remember what you're talking about. That, or they also did the one with the empty couch. That'd be a good one. Kind of started as a slow contact play through upper tons, and it ends up kind of fizzling out as they get met with some utility.
So on the T side, we've seen them start out pretty grouped up. What we haven't seen is the CTs doing much exploration, trying to take any space, trying to figure out where they are.
Not since Piss around, since they ran up. But again, but the double op setup, I think, might catch them off guard as they come in. But this 2-man hold is going to need to be something spectacular for top. He finds one immediately. Harvey Dent finds another. And another one found from Carr. Walks out. P250 insane impact as he lurks out through tons, but it's a 1v3 op clutch coming out for Voltage.
Right, here's your request for being spectacular.
An insane whiff from upper tons.
Yeah, that was a great B-side pinch, and yeah, Boo getting 4 there is overachieving.
Those missed shots and upper tons still let them come into this round with full rifles, but it's close. If he lives there, he's able to drop Awaken, and Awaken can have full util.
How rush happy T's have been, that might have.
And an instant pick, a minute 45 into the round from Harvey Dent on the op. Molly up short. Awaken disrespecting the Molly. Catching a wonderful timing on the Voltage. Finds through. Bottom frag gets the... Oh, I thought that was an equalizer, but there was another frag in there. A 2v3. Coming towards the op, though. Waterfall smoke into CT. Finds one. Slimy finds one on the op from short. Harvey gets one back. 1v1 bottom frag. Harvey then on the op. Missed shot on the op, and bottom frag takes this round. The money's not broken, but it's uncomfortable. If they lose this round... If the Owls lose this round, the money's broken for the rest of the half. If they don't... But it looks like it's going to be a save.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're not binding here. But they do have a 2-loss bonus, so... saving 2K, they should be able to buy.
With the 2-loss bonus, looks like Harvey dropped out a bunch of techs. I'm curious how they're going to go into this round. Aiken with a molly, a smoke, and a flash, and that's the only util for this T side.
Yeah, I'm looking for Buddha. Play back, give them some distance. Make sure that you're not in a spot where you're going to get run over by 5 techs.
Seems like they know with the anti-rush setup. Wonderful nade. 100 damage nade coming in. Awaken in a sticky spot. They find him with a tag. And another gush onto Phillip. Missed shot from Slimy on the up. An insane timing as he falls off that into CT. Flying Weasel looking for his holy grail of a play. And he gets caught on an unlucky look back.
There was a world where he was going to ruin someone's day.
I'm curious how greedy he was trying to be. Maybe a knife to fully inject some economy. Can't even find one on the swing on the low health player, but...
Oh, on the bright side, T's do have money here. Like, we're going to see the AKs, we're going to see the util. Not a rifle out unless voltage is feeling cheeky like glass cannon, but doesn't look to be the case.
Especially taking these rifles into a double op setup, the util better be on point, otherwise it's going to be very difficult to get past this setup. Standard short take utility. Awaken tucks himself into cubby. Awaken just hoping for a smoke push in this position. Oh, what a spot! It's labored, but Phillip finds him. Goodbye, looking to get the trade back. Oh, this upper tons take is gonna make this, but they make the right play. But Suggest finds a beautiful pick with the op. Lurk smoke out for them to come out of upper tons. 3v4 retake, split retake as well. CT and upper tons. What is this smoke? I might need to write that one down. That's insane smoke. Aiken gets dinged with smoke. Molly on. Somehow walks away from it. Flying Weasel finding insane picks as they come through. Trade and a trade back from Goodbye. 1v1 Suggest on 19 HP, 34 HP.
Terrorists win.
He gets away with his op as well.
Oh, wow, he does.
By the skin of his teeth, he walks out with that op.
The T's had just enough util to push him off for a bit.
Money is plenty good on CT side coming into this final round, though, with this double op setup coming in again.
Yeah, double
4
ops and
smokes,
the
3
MP9 on
mollies.
Awakening.
It looks like he dropped utility off to Slimy. Contact out B instant. Slimy finds an instant. What is... He's in Premier for a reason. Give him all 5. Philip is not going to let him get his ace, but it is a wonderful half to end it up 6-6 from Slimy on the op.
Well, through 12 rounds, we're all even. Hope it keeps up. Final.
The opping is wonderful out of Slimy so far today. 7 and 13, but all impact on those 7 frags. Oh, my fault. 13 and 7. I misread that. Take that back. But still, all impact on those 13 kills.
This is going to be a big, important pistol round.
It's like lowered. Flying Weasel finds 1. Harvey finds 1 through the smoke, and it's a 5-on-2 on short. All 3 of those frags with the smoke.
Yeah.
Awaken and Suggest find him off the corner of elbow. 5v2 ends up in a 2v2. And a split retake coming in from the CTs.
So they planted for cat on. We've got 1 CT coming long, 1 CT.
A beautiful reaction from Awakened, and it's a round that they probably shouldn't get away with, but the Demons come out on top in this pistol. With the 3 frags, we'll probably see a force out of the Owls on this one.
Yeah, it's a tough call to make, you know, in that 18 seconds between rounds.
Looks like it's going to be a Deagle round.
Yeah.
Deagle, no armor, no utility.
And SCT would love to just get the equalizer, break the economy. But it's also the risk where you're going to give up more rounds if...
Well, Goodbye
not
finds the
successful.
first. A little too aggressive through Longhouse, and he finds 1 for free. Weasel finds
Weasel.
another one jumping up onto
Looking.
Xbox.
Now Goodbye behind mid doors here. It's about ready for extension.
Bottom frag finds it. Nice pick to equalize it. Leaving weapons in mid for this retake
Goodbye's
if they want to go for it.
phasing the smoke here.
He was spotted though. Delay smoke. And the drop Galil does have a little bit of impact, making it a 2v1.
Yeah, 2v1, there's rifles up here on cat.
He's going to disrespect this smoke as they're playing a double ramp setup. The timing they're starting to get worried about. The pre-fire makes them aware. And a spray down from Philip guarantees that round, but the Owls will be more than happy with 3 frags coming out from a Deagle round. You always want to get those low round eco wins, but they're
3
low
kills
percentage
isn't
rounds for
bad.
a reason.
Yeah, taking away the 3 on the T side. Games we're seeing But an SMG on bottom frag.
Looks like they're setting up for a quick B pop with these smokes coming in from T-spawn car.
We're
Smoke
only
and door
going to have
landing.
Flying Weasel on
So
side on
Flying
the
Weasel's
left
close,
side.
finds one, but he's only good for one. Bomb down. Ticked out the molly, and this solidifies the save coming in from the Owls. Almost mirroring the halves at the moment. Harvey Dent finds a good pick but gets traded out.
Yeah, as much as you want to get the exit frags here, every kill is one less rifle that you're going to have in the next round.
Taking 2 rifles, probably, and they're gonna force around them as well. Scout coming in on Weasel. An aggressive cat take coming in from the Owls. And the T's are very grouped up near Longhouse. We're gonna see a skirmish for cat. A dry swing from Aiken leaves him open. Harvey Dent not trying to leave him out to dry, and he also gets found. And Slimy finds another entry onto this A site.
Voltage and Goodbye are kind of stuck. Unfortunately, yeah, I was going to say, bottom frag is lurking in the lower, take him away, but he does not.
And Owls elect to save again. Well, with this save, Goodbye is bringing an AK into the next one. And this is Demon's map pick as well, so you'd love to take away your opponent's map pick, but it is their map pick for a reason. Does find at least 1 exit, but 2 HP and a dream on Goodbye. That is going to be confirmed
now
damage.
They know where he is.
Voltage going to be the only one leaving this round with a rifle. Money is better on the CTs now, but Weasel and Aiken will not be able to buy into rifles this round.
Yeah, the
Oh,
loss
dropped
bonus-
op for Dent.
Yeah, loss bonus just good enough to, like, keep them squeaking by with a buy this one. But this is it.
A boosted off on Suicide.
I think we're at the point of a must-win round for the Owls.
Oh, the timing on the peak. Slimy probably would have loved to know that he was gonna maybe have a duel in through those mid doors.
Goodbye, hearing all of the noise, calling out multiple lower here. And
Smoke,
bomb
and
drop.
then Goodbye finds a good trade back to equal to give them the man advantage back. Weasel playing tucked on. And this might rethink their cat strategy. But with Goodbye in these doors, selling this mid to B is not going to be easy. But they're going to commit to it. Full clear from Awaken. Good for 1. But a TK from Suggest. putting Suggest in a 1v3. Finds the first. The other two are on the other side. 30 seconds. Bomb will go down.
1v2.
This will be a heartbreaking round for the Owls if they can't find this.
There's
Flash
coming door.
gets away. Oh, and he can't make it happen. Good for one, but Suggest gets the trade back on Slimy.
Bomb has been defused.
A must-win round, and they do, but they do find one of the ops, and it's brought into the next. Harvey's gonna need a drop. Aiken will have a buy with moderate util.
On the T side, money's a little tight. They are going to buy a round, but like Slimy's going to be a pistol or an SMG. Does bring out an SMG.
Mac 10 2 flashes.
Just without util.
No helmet on goodbye though. Fast short control. Op on the boost finds one immediately. Cat delay util as well. Boat. Oh, Aiken finds his one. Another. Find. He fell off. And awakened in a 1v4. And he won't find any. Money shattered for the Demons.
Harvey Dent on the op rounds has been incredible. Like he stuck around on Cat maybe a little longer than he should have as a heat check and died for it. But he has been getting picks.
Good trade backs coming back from him on site as well though. The trade fragging from the Owls has been phenomenal, but just I feel like they're just getting out aimed with better weapons. But this is kind of their time for the get back. Full block too long. Aiken finding his. Ooh, a labored spray from Weasel lets Philip get his one. They're slowly collapsing into this long lobby area. 31 HP. No head armor, but a flash. They kind of spread out. They're worried about the timing of him coming B.
Yeah, and he had started that way initially. Like, I think that he had a path there if he committed to it, but 50-50.
Finds another, gets his two. They'll be happy with that on a Glock. There was definitely a world where he makes it to B if he just full sprints through T-spawn. They might see him crossing through CT, but a guaranteed plant there guarantees a little bit more money into this round, but Awakened is going to be on another labored buy. This is a do or die round for the Demons.
Say it's a labored buy, but when you're running Seek Blot Rush SMG is not too bad.
Goodbye finds one. Aiken also finds one. Both fully blind. A 1v2 is more than achievable in this situation. But 50 HP is going to make this difficult. Has the right idea on the timing, but he's not even looking. Weasel finds a free one.
Too many places to watch.
Not a lot you can do.
10-10. We are not going to have a buy out of Boo here.
It'll be a full save. It'll be
the Tech 9 save
essentially
round.
a full save. Upgraded pistols, no utility. Seems like they're just looking for picks. Owls kind of proving why they're the #1 seed at the moment. This CT side has been nothing but wonderful for them. Falling behind early and dragging it back. Now their money is in a fantastic spot. Even if they lose this, they can get ops out next. Full utility, full buys, and this should be 11 for the Owls. Waiting out utility looks like it's going to be a long pop. Instant upper tons take from the Owls, though. Goodbye and Aiken linking up on this long take. They have bomb. What is Philip on?
Phil can't expect the third one.
Shot in the back, looking to try to maybe get back to long to see what he can do in this clutch, but
Boo had the numbers they wanted, but AVI had the guns they wanted, and that was the important thing. All right,
off
it's
out
the
on
full buy.
Slimy.
Those ticks are
The
important.
disrespect from the Owls. An immediate man advantage off that push. They are going to be accelerating Cat fast. Philip finds an insane blinding shot onto Harvey Denton lower. Voltage finds one, labors the spray, can't get another on Cat. Ends up in a 2v2, but health advantage to the CTs. Based on that nade, it is confirmed damage. See if Aiken hard clears this. He does not, and he gets found. 1v2. Goodbye. I've never seen him lose these. Until now. Unlucky. And that is another must-win round for the Demons, but losing 3 people in that round makes this bye a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, that it turns this whole map into, hey, who can win this round? We're 11-11. It's gonna be the full buy on both sides. And both teams are pretty well committed.
With Harvey on the op as well. Contacting up Cat. Dent in this angle, I'm curious if he's a little more conservative on it after he fires a shot or finds a pick. Smoke spam, smoke fades.
He has been good for the opener all game. There it is.
That is a beautiful opener, and he's conservative on this. Jumping! There's no way he means to do this. The Molly, they scrapped the Cat idea through, and they're already into mid. But look at the health on Denton Aiken. 40 HP between the two of them. But now it's a 1v5, and Voltage will do it on his own. Dent, never mind. Dent got that kill with the op, I guess. I don't even know where Dent ended up, but that's an insane shot through smoke looking at the minimap.
Harvey Dent doing Harvey Dent things. All right, one round for Boo to try and equalize this. Or else they're going into AVI's pickup Mirage down a map.
It is going to take all 24 in this one, though. Full flashes ready for this long take. Some Laker nades. In a unfortunate amount of damage for the Demons on that nade. Good flash. Aiken found blind. And a full 5-man exec through long. Harvey looking to find the equalizer back on this. Harvey can't see. He's found from Suggest.
Every flash in the world coming from long.
And it turns into a 4v2 into this A-side brawl. Flying Weasel finds 1 of 4. It is a 1v3 Voltage.
Bomb has been planted.
Voltage sees them going into Goose. They know that he's in long or on Cat now. Finds his first on his Suggest. He still knows that player's tucked back in Goose. Oh, and bottom frag takes it to overtime.
Hey, it's great. This game is great. Let's watch some more. No nighttime for you, Firehawk.
The man running the show behind the scenes here wants to go to sleep. They tell him no. They say 1 more round.
Cameron does not get sleep. Firehawk, she does not get sleep. We're committed to playing this out.
And an instant tick.
Yeah, Harvey
smoke,
wants
I'm
this
curious.
big hit. Harvey knows.
He wants it bad. Oh, he's not going to go for the timing shot on it. This is aggressive out of Aiken. Lurking through the smoke. This is an insane timing. Bottom frag has to know that he ran into somebody. He does. Spams through the smoke, finds damage, and they confirm it. Weasel finds 1 more. But it's a 3v3. But Voltage on 7 HP from that mid-round pick through this, that mid-round shot through the smoke. Harvey immediately up elevator. Voltage getting ready to go disrespect this gap smoke. Bottom frag looking for these lurks through Cat. Suggest finds the low health Voltage. Dent might see what he's given. Smoke, and that confirms his save of the op.
We get to round 1 of overtime, and it's just players making plays. Everyone's just running through smoke and trying to be the hero. Like, not bad plays, not reckless, but nothing conservative.
This hunt is
Everyone's just
absolutely
happy to
coming
go.
out. He is just not really prepared for the double swing from mid and longhouse. Losing the op. That op is so detrimental on this CT side, and with how the CT economy works now. They will be able to get another one out, but it's labored. He's down to 1,500. If the double op setup coming out, this is the first time we've seen it from Owls. Demons
It's a
brought it out as much as they
12-5
could.
overtime. So we can pull out ops. You just can't lose 2 and expect that you're going to have a third buy.
And Goodbye takes more op damage through mid. And he re-peaks and loses to Slimy.
Ooh.
Harvey Dent finds an opener for the Owls. Oh, double dips, a little too greedy. Now it's a 2v4.
There was a lineup of those teams, though. There's a world where he's picking 3. Not this one, though. As Boo's getting the plant in the 4v2.
This op on Aiken. Yeah, it's a save call from the from the Owls, as it should be. I'm curious.
I'm a prospect
if the
player. I know
Demons want
nothing
this.
about the save in overtime that you speak of.
Yeah. It doesn't happen often in Chally, but Aiken with a shot through the wall to find Awakened.
Yeah, the T's, like, they're playing with house money here. They're rebuying the house, so it is WT's on the hunt.
Aiken with a absolute stunner from the B site. Unfortunately, there's no round swing in that kill. Makes the stats look a little bit prettier, maybe brings his rating up, but they still go down 12-14 going into this first overtime.
AVI's had such a strong T side all season, um, and did fine here in the first half. Like, you definitely want to go in 13-14 here, but if you give up the third, like, you're really not counted out. Like, AVI knows that they can string some T rounds together on anybody.
They definitely don't want to give the Demons three match point rounds going into this next one, considering there's only been one match point round so far this game.
I think we did convert over to a tech pause here.
Curious if it's the infamous FPS bug where you get stuck at the 1% lows.
For
I
me,
see
tech
people in
pauses
chat
are
asking
usually,
if it's this is I believe this is an elimination game best of 3 for the premiere.
Yeah, it is. Yep, we're back live. I was gonna say, for tech pauses, for me, are usually apple pie.
Aiken getting aggressive on this op for this last round of this half of this first OT. That does make him one-tappable with the M4. They find the damage. He finds so much damage through the smoke, but none of it comes through for an actual kill. Dent finds one, can't get the flick up on top of Tall Box. Running through, bomb gets planted, but immediately traded out. Suggest just finding all the kills through the smoke. Aiken, 1v3 on the op. And he'll find none. Slimy gives the Demons 3 match points going into the second half of the first OT.
All right,
but-
AVI, you're the 1 seed. You gotta prove it here.
Their opening to the T side was so good off of the early conversions. Going up. They went up 3-0 in the first 3 rounds of the game. And unfortunately, still, the half ended up 6-6. And now we're dragged into an OT. And the Owls need to bring 3 in a row if they want to take a map into Mirage. Early molly, but only 1B. Oh, an aggressive player to the Demons gives Harvey Dent an opener. Close on garage door. Dent sees him. Dent with 3 HP. This nade! Count it! Awakened! 3v3 going into the mid round. This OT has just been scrappy. Looks like a pug almost. There's not been like a full exec. Just running out B, running out mid. Bottom Fred tucking into the smoke, but it's gonna fade. He's gonna get seen. He's so ready for it. A little bit of a team flash there on Dent. And he's already up onto Xbox. Dent watching this flank. He knows. He's aware of the timing. Is he... The timing on his give on... when he leaves the angle... Voltage does find it back. Philip in a 1v2.
Philip trying to end it for Boo.
This will be massive momentum coming into the... And he can't... A massive amount of damage on the Voltage. And we have one more round at least coming into this Dust 2.
Voltage had the late walk up long there. And smoked across and kind of like gave away the plan of, hey, we're trying to take A here. But boy, everyone on Cat was so patient, just waiting for that smoke. And the T's just coming out on the right side of those duels.
They are aware of this lower presence out of Philip. Three T's already out along. Bottom frag tucked into car. Oh, and a missed flash. Mollied out. Bottom frag finds one after the molly. Nick knocks him down, and Aiken finally takes him off of his car position. Harvey Dent found one.
Damage. Oh, not very much.
Harvey Dent finds the one that was on site with the op.
So there's two ops here on the CT side.
Goodbye finds Philip as he solo
They're
aggresses through
aggressing.
Longhouse. This is a save, and it becomes one more chance to close this game in this first overtime. Both of these ops saved. Plenty of money on the remaining. This is going to be another just full rifle on full rifle game. Not willing to hunt with the rifles that they have. Even if they did, that guarantees this win for Owls.
Maybe I jinxed this. Maybe I said 12 overtimes, and the universe was like, hey, I
Only
got you,
11.
fam.
Let's see if the caster curse still exists in CSC. Harvey Dent can't find any early damage this round.
CT's with the opening. You're getting numbers up.
Slimy with a wonderful opener. I take that back. There was two. Harvey Dent finds one to make it a 4v3.
Throwing that cat util and then immediately pivoting for the mid to B.
He does have a nade to open the smoke, but that smoke on the corner is going to severely obscure his vision.
Slimy with a great lineup, but not the right timing.
Wasn't given any information. This lurk out mid is going to go unchecked. Awaken, now they know about him. Finds one. Slimy immediately trades out. 1v2. 50 HP. Both are one tap with this M4. But they're split. This is very winnable as one of them is tucked back plat. They are gonna hear that reload. As he's severely tucked on car, and the trade back from Aiken is wonderful. And we go into a second overtime.
I love it. This is great.
Harvey Dent,
watch some more.
32 and 24. 2,900 damage. Can we see util damage? I'm curious what we're looking at for that.
Yeah, they have been util monsters on both sides.
No problem. Because every time they're going into these clutches, I feel like it's nades that knock them to like 50 to 30. The utility this game has been.
Oh boy, we are heavy B presence on the CT side.
Philip finds 2 and lower. But there is a very winnable round here if they just follow through with voltage onto the A site. He's gonna molly him off of cat default. But now it's a 2v1. Slimy finds one for almost free on site. Or running through mid doors.
gonna say,
on the jump up
just
box.
in a
Voltage
bad
finds
spot to have
another.
blocked.
He had to have known that they were that close. A little bit of fireworks coming out from Voltage, but this 3v2 retake should be all demons. An immediate trade frag from Awaken, and he finds another as he has to turn back to him and turn his attention away from Cat. And the first CT round of our overtimes has been found.
Yeah, we'll just have to see if that's what converts it this time. We are now at 1st to 19.
Looks like they're
3
doing a
ops.
standard default.
3 ops on the T side for AVI.
3 ops on the T side is unique. They are playing for these early picks.
Well, not only that, but Harvard and Flying Weasel have no money to rebuy.
Flying Weasel finds first on a Slimy in mid. This creates a lot of pressure into this Cat position. But 3 ops pushing in. He crosses and he legs him. Philip knows for sure now. Philip aggressing this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, CT is re-aggressing Cat behind that smoke.
They're boosting in to look over the smoke. Curious if there's anything in lower. Harvey just on the other side of this with his back turned. Suggests they find him for free. Voltage with a
3v3.
no scope on the bottom. 3v3 Voltage, 21 HP. Molly on the ramp, delays 35 seconds. Disrespect to the CT Molly, and it's 1-for-1, 2v2 now. Phillips still 11 HP.
Bomb has been planted.
And it's going to be a double Cat retake. Dropped util, but both going into rifles. Awaken finds the first one near Gandalf. Aiken, alone on long, finds his spot on car. Finds the first! And it's labored and Aiken takes it! We're all tied up in the second OT. That is a brutal round on the money for this for the CTs, and thankfully those 3 ops don't lead to a loss for this T side. I think he's sleepy, guys. Unfortunately, we might have at least one more game.
The light on the cross suggests knock down to 26.
Work will understand if you have to call in for a game like this. This is a good resume for at least producing. The lurch smoke out B. Aiken finds none, but the nade will get a good amount of confirmed damage.
But Philip here is...
Philip, just unaware, jumped on from tall box. Voltage finds another. Awakened. 2v5 retake going into this last round.
The Slimy and the forced op 1v5.
The disrespect walking him through. Harvey Dent gives Owls the advantage going into their CT side. But Demons do have the first and only CT win of this OT so far. Harvey Dent has honestly been able to do no wrong. 33 and 26. He has been opping. 24 headshot percentage is definitely showing itself right now.
He has been a shooter, especially on CT side. Like, if he has been in spots where AVI is just not flashing him off right away. And he's been getting the openers.
Wait. Am I reading this right? Is it a best of 5?
No, it's a best of 3.
Okay, I saw Ancient on the bottom there for the Harvey Dent
There's
with an
Harvey with the
immediate opener. Somebody check his Slimy gets one back. Aiken found loose.
Yeah, bottom frag was
This double
probing
smoke
lower,
Phillip?
hoping to find Harvey, but Harvey is a ghost. He is gone.
They fall into 1 mid, 1 B. Worried about this mid to B take. The molly delays. Goodbye is going to be trying to get up towards Goose and just have a tough anchor spot to remove him from for this take. This overtime has been much more calculated and much less just like a face-it match. 3 aggress.
So with that Goose Molly, they think they cleared him out.
Goodbye is going to find 2. Bomb down 45 seconds. This is such an uncomfortable spot to clear. Finds him. This is gonna be bomb plant. Oh, that doesn't register that he saw him on Cat. Harvey Dent. Free kill onto him as he tries to hold this Cat position. Bottom finds the first. Dent up short. With the pistol, the USP against AK. Count it for the Owls. 2 going into this OT. Owls have a chance to rob this map away from the Demons.
Goodbye was riding a Pixel in Goose. Just out away at that Molly and got 2.
I'm curious if the Demons can dig deep and find those 2 rounds to take this to a 3rd, but this is slowly started to become a war of attrition. Who can last longer? And Slimy with an immediate pick onto Voltage. Voltage greedy to open it. Weasel finds 2! 3v3 going into this B site. Awaken finds 1. 1v1 in mid. Awaken finds another.
Well, Goodbye's in lower, and
This is an insane timing. Suggest 4-3 doesn't see him.
4-3.
Slimy picks him up. The demon of the 4-3 view model.
Well, Boo had gotten the 1 CT round, and now it was equalized by AVI the round before this. So it's, hey, can AVI pick up a second CT round?
Well, that
Makes it harder.
makes it brutal. No ops for this CT side on a map that is definitely the most opper-sided of any of them in the pool at the moment. It's maybe Train.
Well, Cat hears all this noise of the clown shoots coming up lawn.
Tim's clopping through. Tucked into Cubby. Flashes. Bottom. This is a just full exec. Full disrespect to the Owls. And it turns into a 5v2. 5v1. Let's see if Aiken has a little bit of hero in him, and we're going to a 3rd overtime.
This
36
is great.
rounds is not enough.
Let's watch more.
Let's see how our producer's feeling at the moment, seeing that this is going to a 3rd overtime.
Firehawk is trying to write her resume without using the letters I, O, or P.
All he has for vowels to type is A and E. This man is in a bind. But early mid util. Flying Weasel playing anti-flash in the pit. A very slow round compared to what we've seen previously already this game. Nade misses its mark, bouncing. 2 holding mid. Goodbye up close. Goodbye gets nothing. No
swing.
trade. Aiken is gonna find 1, but this aggress Voltage.
Yeah, Voltage in this smoke.
Voltage finds 1. Voltage finds 2. And
gets away.
insane that he's still walking. Bomb is going down. This is the site notoriously difficult to retake. Slimy finds the first on Dent. Voltage swings. Slimy, 18 HP, 1v2. Nose of Tons.
Aw.
The swing out of Tons. Voltage finds 4.
Slimy with the right idea to try and isolate a fight or at least get away from Tons and play with a little more shelter. But timing not quite there. And that gives AVI another CT round. Have to see what the difference ends up being. These two teams have been wonderfully equally matched so far.
Voltage with the hero of the round so far for this side. This game has been honestly kind of a masterclass of how they're playing against each other. Goodbye getting aggressive up Cat. The timing on the unpeak. Goodbye finds Slimy. Op down. The sprinting up Cat from the Owls. Gap in the smoke.
Yeah,
Naded.
yeah.
Goodbye finds.
All on Wicked.
Voltage is... And an insane flick down from Harvey Dent to make this 20 to 18. First to 22 in this overtime. Let's see if the Demons have the resolve to just keep pushing it, even though money is tight going into this final round. Low utility on an op. Double op. Oh, no, they sold it. Okay. 1 op. Full utility on the rest of the players. Smoke, nade, and flash on Slimy.
Yeah, when you get to OT3, you kind of run out of unique T-strats.
And
Not really given a new look at this point.
34 HP. No fear coming in from Slimy on that pixel peak. Well, this is uncomfortable to say the least for Goodbye. Goodbye
wow.
finds
Goodbye
one
got
more
one
through
there.
the smoke. 3v3. Suggest spam through the door down to 30 HP. Plenty of utility. The Flying Weasel pushes from Longhouse, finds 1. 2v1, nade finds him. Ladies and gentlemen, the game is finally over.
No, it's not.
Oh, no, it's not. You're right. No, it's not. One more round.
Not quite yet. Yeah, but 3 CT rounds from AVI there. I mean, where they have been at a premium. That's a great showing. That puts Boo on the hot seat here.
This is going to be an uncomfortable CT side for the Demons. Some nice little establishing shots of this long spawn. Curious if they'll use it. They will. It's going to be a fast long take. His
And
early nade
there's
is going to
only
be worth its
here.
weight in gold. Oh, but the timing is so fast. Voltage is really the only one that takes any real damage from that nade. And CT's just full concede long already. Philip finds Aiken as with his aggression too long. Flying Weasel finds another, suggesting it's such an uncomfortable spot on the top. Missed shot, recovers, and just spam through the box. 3v2. 3v1. Philip on his own finds the first of this clutch. A 17 HP and an M4.
Philip needs to find 2 more to keep moving.
Picks up the op. Finds the first. Has a kit audibly running. He's very wary of the timing that he's in the smoke, but he could also just be on site. Looking through the smoke, finds him. Owls take the game in the 3rd overtime.
Well, that was map 1. Let's play some more.
They've almost played 2 complete maps in the first one.
Well, that was Boo's map pick, so we're going to head to AVI's pick of Mirage next. Boo's going to need to dig themselves out of the hole. But we'll take a break here, right after the highlights come up.
It felt like Weasel was just always in a good spot. This might be like clip of the match, honestly. That is such a good op showing from window.
This is just TK. Love that.
Goodbye with... the poor Molly sets them up for that. It's honestly kind of that Molly that ended up losing them the game. Because it just kind of snowballed off that round.
It really did. Like, that was so unfortunate that there was the tiniest little bit of juice there that Goodbye could stay alive and get a couple. All right, well, we're going to take just a little bit of a break before we see map 2 on Mirage. Thanks for sticking with us. Okay. And we're back for pistol round on Mirage.
The Owls took away the Demons map pick. I'm curious if the Demons can have their get back on this one. A 3-2 setup. Heavy mid presence coming out of the Owls. Aiken playing pretty passive with bomb. Aiken finds one. That is bomb confirmed. Goodbye. No bullets and awakened with 3. 2v2. Both armor. Kit. Harvey
with a bit
Dent
of info.
continues his impact.
Gets the pick.
The tilt on not being able to find him on that jiggle peak. And a gush to boot. And the Owls keeping the momentum flowing going into this pistol round.
Oh, Awaken getting 3 under Palace there is... so
Awaken
big.
getting 3 into Palace and nobody else finding 1 is brutal.
CT stack on B. But T is just playing a little slow. Trying
Just
to
a-
suss it out.
It looks like a nice little anti-eco coming in from the Owls. Understanding that, yes, they did get 3 picks, but with no real like substance going into this round and the contact already taken on A. Flying Weasel. $1,200 to his bank account. Can he add more? Voltage finds one from Cat. Aiken looking to get his Mac 10 involved as well. This long rotate. They are hunting this hard. Suggesting Philip.
Yeah, Aiken didn't get sound cues that were going through T spawn, so they're in ramp without T's anything about it.
Full dink. Voltage down to 21. 5-7. Can't find one. Goodbye. Cleans up the round. Clean 5 alive coming in from the Owls. But we're going to be getting into our first rifle round in the next. Granted, it is going to be a limited rifle round, but without them being able to get full utility coming into the CT side, they're going to be limited in terms of mollies. 1 molly on the CT side.
Yeah, Booze.
Based on the flashes, they might go for a play for mid.
Looks like stacking up towards B. We're loud through apps.
This early aggression.
Let's
A
do
delay
B rush.
smoke on Chuck Pillar. They find him. He gets nothing. Bottom frag is found out immediately, and it's 5 on site already for the Owls. Slimy burned out to 5.
Bomb has been planted.
Flying Weasel's a little over aggressive, but with the Mac 10, you can't really blame that.
No, and especially just hoping to get that another $600 in on that investment that he carries over from the last round. This is going to be a brutal site to leave from.
CTs
But they don't.
get nothing. in
The
retake.
CTs find nothing in the retake or the exits. And Goodbye runs him down in lower mid.
Now, the key for Boo here is trying to get some CT rounds. When they played in the regular season, AVI ran over them on AVI's T side and got 9 rounds in the half. Boo has to figure out how to do better here.
And they're forced into another upgraded pistol round. And understanding that the money is spent suggests what the lineup finds Weasel. Walking out. Substantial damage on the
They're
Phillip.
accelerating through apps on that contact.
Slimy gets a trade, can't find them more as the cat crunch comes in.
Bomb has been planted.
Pistols find 2, but it's not enough. I'm curious if they're gonna look for the guns that were dropped or if they're gonna try to play exits. Or maybe even a late retake with these pistols.
Yeah, CT pistols are looking for a gift here.
The timing on this. Harvey hasn't seen the aggression from door. Oh, there he goes. Harvey finding both! Granted, it is an eco, but he has been nothing but stellar in this matchup.
Must be fun to be good at the game.
Felt.
We do have the op on Slimy here. We do have the CT by. You're gonna have to make something of it.
Harvey Dent does have a ridiculous rating on Mirage. His average Mirage rating is 1.31.
Just an average day for Harvey.
Flying Weasel with a nade on the stairs. Phillip finds flying through the smoke though. Nade forcing him out. Harvey can't get into underneath Palace. Jumping into Tetris. Phillip with an instant dink onto Aiken. And Demons will find their first on Mirage.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Well, it has to start somewhere, and Boo's scraping it together to start it here.
Awakened. Opts out of the M4 and switches to the MP9 full util. Not as good as it was 6 months ago, but it's still, in my opinion, the best bang for your buck weapon on CT side. 60 damage dink from like over 10 meters.
Slimy
An
being a movement player.
amazing movement. Finds an instant pick to make it a 4v5. Aiken kind of looking to get the trade back. Molly does back Slimy off, and he's on Van now.
So Awakened with the MP9 has got a nice forward position and ramp. So he is going to have a nice close fight if anyone ever makes it there. It looks like the teaser. Poking out for some mid control.
Bottom frag tagged down to 50. Suggest with no support in mid gets found out immediately by Goodbye. Double smoke, top con. The cross, Philip finds Harvey as he crosses before the smoke pops. Smoke open on Cat. Both of these players. Harvey getting flashed through the smoke. Full blind, Harvey finds Philip with no eyesight. But bottom frag gets... bottom frag gets the trade back from top con. An instant trade back from Voltage. Slimy, op holding in con. This MP9 is still active in A ramp. 10 seconds left in the round. A kill here wins it. Bomb down, but it's a 2v1.
Yeah, Aiken in jungle there. This is such a strong position. Catches the
The MP9 with the dink, 29 HP, and Aiken finds the 5th to keep Demons from stringing together rounds. And the money, with the MP9 taken out last round, the money, they can all bring rifles into this one besides Suggest. Suggest could be limited down to an MP9.
Yeah, Awakened's MP9 made such a big difference there. He didn't get the timely kill on the planter, so bomb went down, and then
Suggest
had to
and
try
Awaken both opting into
take
MP9s.
that fight.
Half a second maximum on that bomb plant. Oh, and those MP9, nothing better than a run and gun with an MP9 in this game. Suggest with a double dink onto Dent. Sorry, Flying Weasel. Slimy finds Goodbye and Apps.
Yep, T's slowing it down. Got Harvey peeking out in the palace here. Bomb making its way
Awaken
back
is going to
over.
be smoking this. I'm curious if he plays contact through it with this, what looks like an A-pop coming out.
Yeah, CT smoke that's down ramp now is going to be clearing just as about the time they're walking up.
Playing contact. With almost full util left to play with. Voltage doesn't find any. Awaken finds 2 on the MP9. Awaken. Slivers of HP left, but Philip is going to be the one to find Dent. And this is 3 AKs coming into a struggling CT economy. This boost in this economy is going to be difficult for the Owls to overcome.
Yeah, the end of that round just turned into AK delivery over to the CTs.
There was so much unspent util. I get the want to, like, play contact through a main. Like, there was so much pressure early round in Apps, but the CTs were very proactive and cleared. Full blind is Voltage as he just walks into lower mid. But Flying gets the trade back. Nade. Suggest with 2 gift wrap kills through that open smoke. Last 2 players up onto Tetris. Harvey Dent finds Suggest. Philip is 1 HP. Slimy finds Dent with a nade. Aiken, 70 HP, needs 3. Finds the low health player on default. Pop flash. Aiken, 46 HP. Slimy op shot missed. He knows where he is. He just has to put together this second character. That is both Oh, both confirmed, but Slimy finds the op through jungle.
It was a masterclass in CT anti-eco util, though. All the flashes mid, catching HEs. AVI
Absolutely.
did great to get 3 picks there.
They're still 1 round from being very happy on a T side of Mirage. But it is a play with pace coming out as they're on another save. Slimy finds his opener onto Aiken again. That is 3 openers from the CT side already with this Slimy op. Slimy on the big green is a force to be reckoned with. Flash over, double dink from the Glock finds him. Immediate trade back from Philip. That rifle is not recovered.
It's all on voltage now, but this is the type of round that could have been really dangerous for Boo. Like, if they hand over the op there early.
They're worried about the spot underneath. I feel like they know that he got silent boosted. Confirms. He knows for sure. Dink, 50 HP. Voltage, 78 HP. The noose is slowly tightening around him in mid. They're just wasting his time as they know he has a Glock. Oh, Demons on 4 against Glocks. 1 frag out. That trade back from Philip to keep that M4 out of the hands of the Owls is necessary in this round.
For real. I do get to buy out the teas. It seems like their default has been, let's start out with a little bit of pace towards me.
Seems like they're trying to catch the... Suggest gets 1, but a ton of damage onto Voltage. Voltage just 10 HP left to his name after that exchange, but that does also leave the CTs in a very uncomfortable situation in holding this site. The T's looks like they're going to group up in A main with nothing else coming out of B. The first pick immediately from Weasel onto Awaken. Philip smoked off already. He's going to make an aggressive smoke play. And he backs off of it. Philip finds 1, but no HP. The trade back through the smoke from Aiken. And bottom frag cuts his losses and goes for the save. But this save is heard from... But that is an opera cover.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone is... the hunt is engaged.
They are chasing this save. They do not want this op in Slimy's hands. Voltage 10 HP just... Voltage full blind takes the op from him.
Now, I feel like AVI has done the demo review and is picking apart something they saw, where if they put some pressure B ops, whether they get a pick or not, they think what Boo is doing as a response, that they can take advantage of it. And it's worked out so far. They've had a couple rounds where they're just walking it back A and then looking for a pick on that and getting it.
Absolutely. The way that they've just been, like, aggressing B at the early start of rounds, this is a slow default out of AVI. Voltage, curious if they're going to get aggressive on ramp. Brings out top mid. We're going to have a little bit of a 2v2 skirmish at the top mid. Voltage flashing, going 1 for 1. Philip onto Weasel, Harvey back onto Philip.
By doing a window smoke here, CNF might be able to bite something more towards B.
Suggest and
And he
Awaken are
does.
set up in a beautiful
Slimy rotated
crossfire.
off window to mark it on that.
Util comes out A. Awaken. Suggest gives away his position with Util, but he still finds one. Awaken fires off, dead downs him before he can find any more impact.
No HP on Voltage or Harvey here.
Slimy hoping, begging for a pick that's going to be given to him. Peeks and finds 2 with 12 HP. The Owls have been stunning in these late takes on this A site.
And the buy for Boo on the CT side this last round is not a good one. We're going to have 3 people struggling to get rifles.
I feel if Suggest doesn't panic throw that smoke, he might go uncleared, and him and Awaken can kind of like rubber band off of each other. Slimy with a wallbang headshot on Aiken for the opener again. You cannot doubt the impact that he's had. But Awakened and Philip both go down and... Voltage is alone on A site. Slimy knows this. Slimy understands the timing. But he's in the black with the
In the
scope.
right spot.
Voltage finds a third. Bottom frags Deagle rings out with 1, but it is an 8-4 half for the Owls.
Well, it's an improvement for Boo from the first time they played, where AVI took 9 rounds from them, but that is a hole to climb out of. Boo's going to need a pistol here. They're going to need to be effective on T side from the start.
We know how effective their T sides can be from that Dust 2 game. Absolute shooters on this team. I'm curious what their pistol round is going to look like, whether they take it slow or they try to just breakneck pace it.
Yeah, I don't think
Philip
we've
with
seen a lot of just like flat pace from them on the T side for pistols yet. But maybe that's why they need to do it here.
It is going to be a slow util apps play. Philip has has a smoke
Walking
at his
into
feet.
3, and Goodbye's coming up under. Oh.
Bottom
Walks
frag with
right
an
into a
instant
waiting
dink.
bottom frag.
And they're out on the site already. One pillar. Suggest finds Weasel for free as well. Aiken gets the first that he needs. Can't find another. Voltage finds one as well. 1v3. Finds another.
There's the first. Let's play counting
He-
with Voltage.
And now he has both. He knows the info for both. That Molly is just going to be chewing time off this clock. We don't know if there's a kit in sight. He's silent walking. He catches a timing one inside. Philip finds him. That is a must-win pistol round for the Demons.
Well, not to get ahead of things, but 8-4 halves become even really quickly when you win pistol.
3 rounds can come quick in CS2. But they can also fleet you just as fast.
A great flash is trying to take away the MAC-10 off of Philip. Not a MAC-10. What did he have?
Yeah, he had a MAC-10. Harvey coming into it.
Yeah, the MAC-10 would be on the CT side.
Yeah, Harvey's currently hoping that he can get that little influx of cash, the 600 per kill.
CT's playing it slow. I think they're happy if they can, like, just sandwich everybody in. Let the bomb
Seems
do
like that's
some
the
dirty work.
goal. Harvey, the loss MAC-10 goes into. It does give him a little bit of influx of cash into this round. The Owls lead cut down to 2 already. But we're going to see our first CT rifle round coming out on this one.
Yeah, those kill bonuses make a difference.
Him finding 1 there is the difference between him having smoking 2 flashes or all 4 grenades.
A lot of quick B presence.
Aiken on the jump spot. Does have support from Flying Weasel on Cat.
I thought we might see one of the mid CTs peel off towards under and get a lot of info real quick here. But that didn't happen. And so our Aiken is a bit isolated as the B anchor. Flying Weasel is engaging on Cat to help.
Aiken finds his first, Suggest gets Harvey Dent back. They know Aiken is somewhere on the site. They're trying to bait him out with the fake tap. Aiken dink, but he finds one. 2v2, Suggest found by Voltage from Market. Goodbye on an immediate flank. He knows he's Market, but does he know that Goodbye is wrapping him from... He has no idea, and the backstab comes in. Goodbye makes it 1 more to the side of the Owls. 9-6. Money is nice on Slimy, but it's not good on anybody else. Philip 1700, bottom frag 21. This is going to be a labored buy if they decide to buy into this one. It looks like it's going to be Slimy dropping pistols, and it's going to be a fast or not a fast, sorry, I thought it was Tech 9s. These Deagles, no util, armor on Suggest.
And only on the 1 loss bonus, so Philip and Wade are going to struggle to buy next round regardless.
A ridiculously strong grenade. They're just ready for this. Bottom frag kills Slimy.
Well, sometimes if you throw enough meat at the grinder breaks down. That's not what happened this round. The meat got destroyed. And only Suggest alive on the T side.
Just hoping for at least 1, and all he gets is a little bit of damage on the Weasel. Slimy thinks about going into the op, but decides to go into AK and a drop. this is an absolute do or die round for the Demons, as if they lose this, their 12th round will be pistols. Five on Cat, spam through the smoke. Goodbye finds 2. Slimy kills Suggest. 2 TKs in back-to-back rounds. Bottom frag 11 HP versus the 500 strong. And Owls dismantle this buy.
AVI just had great protocol there for, you know, here's this mid util that we're seeing, here's what we need to do, and that the spam from Khan was exceptional.
The utility use as well. Goodbye spamming through, getting 2. Unfortunately, Slimy TKing, kind of getting his comeuppance for what happened to him in the round prior, but
Well, Tech9's on the T side as they try to figure out how not to put AVI on 12 match point.
and a wonderful nade drops Philip to 15 HP. It is just going to be a rush plan. They're just hoping to get this bomb down for this little influx of cash. The smoke break gets Philip. And they just swarm the site. And AVI with 6 rounds to win.
Well, on the bright side for Boo, they got plants. And they have loss bonus working for them. Economy's great. The world is their oyster here. They have the buy they need.
Absolutely.
But
Slimy coming into this with his op. We know how effective he is on getting those first initial picks with it. He opts to drop, actually, and go AK again. 5 AKs on the side of Demons. And it's gonna be a fast A-pop.
And here's the A util out.
Wonderful
Only
utility.
Voltage on
Harvey
site.
Dent on the Voltage finds 2 somehow. Slimy gets the trade back. A 3v2. Slimy. HP is uncomfortable. Goodbye finds 2 on a spray transfer. Awakened. Trade back and it's over. Owls take it in 2 and they're going on to the finals.
Those side anchors for AVI on Mirage, like, they were putting in work. It was Voltage getting a couple there where, you know, if there is a flash properly placed as Boo's coming out, maybe he doesn't get any. Aiken on B side had rounds where, like, he would get one, fall back to bench, and just be patient and sit, and be tough to flush out. Like the anchors, side anchors did great. And Harvey Dent, man, his performance at the op was just spectacular.
AVI, it felt like they fundamentally knew how to play the map better, and it showed. A 6-13 is an uncomfortable loss for Boo. Unfortunately, this is where their CSC season ends. They played well. They did their trying to keep your mental up and your hopes up after losing on a triple overtime when you had that opportunity to close is so difficult, and I feel like that showed going into this early side.
Yeah, they were warriors. They competed the entire time. But yeah, like, when you lose your map pick and you know you're going into the firestorm of the #1 seed on the map that they had beaten you on before, like, that's a tough ask. They did great. I think, you know, it was a well played game on both sides. But yeah, AVI still just showed up, and we'll get to see them in the finals.
It's AVI versus I want to say the Wizards, the Wandig Wizards. I think is their name. Counterspell is the org, but
Wasn't it UPS versus somebody? ATL Leviathans.
oh, so it's okay. So AVI versus ATL,
Yeah.
and that was handed, and that was another. That was another OT game on Inferno, based on the score that I saw, 15-13.
Nice. Yeah, that'll be a barn burner next week.
They have played each other. All of these premier teams have played each other a few times. Have they actually? I don't think so. Thank you guys for tuning into this premiere game. I'm excited to see AVI in this final next Monday.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's gonna be a great game. I'm super excited, and we'll see you back here for it next week. GG, go next.
I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine.